Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. My name is Stu and this is a different type of video. Today I'm going to talk about the 10 things that I like about the 2016 Ford Mustang GT UK spec. Right, so let's get on with it. Number one, my number one like of this vehicle is the depreciation of this vehicle. Yes, believe it or not, that's normally a hate, but believe it or not, this is a like for me. Now that's because these vehicles are hard to come by in the UK. There is quite a waiting list. I waited 7 months for this actual vehicle here, and I believe the list is now up to 10 months. So there is a long list, and if you don't want to wait, that means there is a premium on these vehicles second hand. So this vehicle, brand new, is 35,750 on the road. I've looked today, and for one with the same amount of miles, 1200 miles, a 5 litre V8 is 36,000. That is the cheapest I could find, was 36 to 36 and a half and upwards. Some people are asking silly prices. I'm not sure if they'll get it, but yeah, with only 1200 miles on, I've been looking today and I've seen several at 36,000, so there is no depreciation. If anything, I've made some money. Number two, we've come to the engine bay for this one, so that's the pure power of this vehicle, this engine. So it's powered by Ford. It's a 5 litre, as you can see, and it is a V8, and it has got 415 brake horsepower, and it has got 19-inch wheels and 15-inch brake calipers, and as you can see, it's got 6 piston brake calipers there, and it needs them to stop it. The power from these rear-wheel drive wheels is absolutely immense. It really does go. I had a 2.7 litre Porsche Cayman before, and the power of that was quite fast, but the power of this thing is unbelievable. I just drive it in normal mode. There is a sport setting. Believe it or not, I've had it 2 months. I've not even tried it once in sport. Maybe in the summer, but it's winter at the moment, and there's a track mode, and I haven't been to the track either. So yes, just in normal mode, this pulls away, and it pulls through all the gears, all the way from first to fifth in every gear, up steep inclines. It will keep pulling and just keep going, and it is immense the amount it pushes you. When you see people on YouTube pulling away in them and you see their faces, they are as scared as they look. It really does really go. The only gear it won't pull away in is sixth. There's hardly any power at all in sixth, which is what you'd expect. Number three, we've come to the rear of the vehicle, because that is the exhaust note, so the sound of those twin exhausts. So as you can see, there's great big tailpipes there, one there and one over there. Now on a cold start, on a warm start, it sounds absolutely fantastic. The note you hear, even coming from the engine, sounds aggressive. Now, when you sit in tunnels, and you sit there and the engine's idling, you can easily hear it as you pull away. It sounds fantastic. And as you accelerate up the road, it just sounds immense, especially as the revs increase. It just sounds absolutely fantastic. Number four is the styling of the bodywork. If you look at it, it is absolutely fantastic the way they've done it. The lights here, if you look, they look like gills, and it look like eyes in here, and then if you look at it, if I can get the right angle, it looks like a shark's nose. It actually looks like a face. It looks fantastic. And then if you go along, it looks like an Aston Martin towards the rear, and the great big wide shoulders, that's all you can see in that mirror there. When you're sitting there as a driver, they just dominate in that mirror. You can just see how wide it actually gets at the back there. And then of course the sequential tail lights. Now we've got the triple bars, but obviously in the UK we're not allowed them sequential. Rules are rules, I'm afraid. And the fastback look. So for the 2015 to 2017, they've brought back the fastback styling, and it looks absolutely fantastic. I think you'll agree that is really good styling by Ford, and they've done an absolutely fantastic job of the vehicle. Number five is the insurance. Now, how much do you think a 5 litre V8 would cost to insure for a whole year? Now I'm 47, I've got a clean license, and I've got about 8 to 9 years no claims. So how much do you think that would cost? Now, 800, £1,000? Well, I was quoted about 800, 850, I can't quite remember, and that was by Ford Insurance for the 7-day insurance. When I went to apply for the 7-day insurance, the Ford Insurance, what they quoted for the year was, I think, around £800, and there is no way I was paying that, as you've seen in the previous video. Now, I contacted my insurer, that's AXA Insurance, and they currently insure the Porsche I had before for £350 for the whole year for 12 months. Now, I already had some insurance remaining on that. Now, I told them all the details of this vehicle, and believe it or not, get ready for it, I actually got some money back. So this is actually cheaper to insure than the Porsche Cayman 2.7 litre that I had, which was 10 years old, and probably a third of the value of this vehicle. And yeah, it actually cost me less to insure this. So how much is it going to cost me for a whole year to insure this vehicle? Well, I don't actually know yet for sure, but it's looking like it's going to cost me around £330 when I renew it in March. So I'll be finding out soon. Number 6, we've come to the rear of the vehicle again, and that is because it is the boot space. If you look at the size of the boot, now the shape of the boot is a funny shape. I must admit that is awkward to get certain things into, but you can see the sheer size, the amount of camera equipment I've got in there at the moment, and I could fit a lot more, and that's even with a subwoofer in the side there. And as you can see, there's a lot of space in the side here, but there's an 8-inch subwoofer built into there, but there is a lot of space in here. As you can see, I've got cameras and everything in there, all this equipment, and yeah, the size of the boot is absolutely massive, and then you can fold down the rear seats as well to increase the space. Number 7 is the amount of attention this vehicle draws. Now, it's got to be a plus with any vehicle, hasn't it? If you own a Lamborghini, a Ferrari or anything. Well, I didn't expect this much attention from this vehicle. It might be to do with the colour, it might be to do with the stripes, but since the stripes are fitted, there is getting a lot of attention. People driving the other way, people walking along, hearing the engine, you're just getting so much attention. Now, if you need to fill up at a petrol station, beware if you own one of these. Well, if you own one, you already know. Every time I stop, I get comments. Now, it's good, and I like talking about the vehicle, but you need to allow a lot of extra time if you're going to work. So if you're about to go to work and you stop at a petrol station, beware. People will comment. You get people say, cool, I bet that's thirsty, I bet you visit a lot of petrol stations. Well, yeah, we do visit a lot of petrol stations, no more than some vehicles, believe it or not, but yes, it draws a lot of attention, and yes, it is a very good plus, so that's why it's on my like list. Number 8 on my list, we've come back to the inside because it's the interior of this vehicle, the luxury interior. So if you look at this, it is absolutely fantastic. Now, we've got the option here of the 8-inch touch screen, which has got the pony displayed at the moment, and it is absolutely fantastic with all the different toggles and that. We've got the Mustang since 1964 plaque over there. We've got the Mustang logo on the steering wheel. There is plenty of chrome around everywhere, and we also have all the nice LED lighting in the dials and also in the doors and on the door sill, and it is absolutely fantastic. It is leather seating and it feels so comfortable just to sit here. I could sit here and go to sleep right now. Number 9 on my list is the engine bay. It is absolutely immense and it looks absolutely fantastic. As you can see, you've got the big 5.0 and you can see the 8 cylinders there and powered by Ford on the side there, and it is absolutely immense and it looks fantastic. So it's really good when you go and show the vehicle and you open up the engine, you are not embarrassed to show it, and everyone asks, can I see the engine, can I hear the engine? And yes, so for number 9 on my list, it's the engine bay. Number 10, my final like, we are back inside the vehicle, and this is keeping me fit. Now, this one you're not going to see until night time, and that is because it is the interior LED lighting. So you might be able to see we've got some lighting inside there. There's a red tinge on there, and you might be able to just see it. But I'll try and show you some images of what it looks like at night time. But also the dials, the gauges. The gauges are all lit up with LED. The footwells are lit up with LED, and also the cup holders are lit up with an LED as well. And it looks absolutely fantastic at night. And then you've got the Mustang logo on the door there as well, and that's lit up. Now let me just get outside a minute, because there's one other thing that lights up as well, which you see at night and which I really like about this vehicle, and it's underneath the wing mirrors. There is a puddle lamp just there, and if you take a look on my hand right now, you should be able to see a little pony there. So you can see the Mustang logo, and if you look carefully, you should just see it now. That projects, you won't see it now on the ground, but that projects a lot larger onto the ground, and when it's wet, the ground's wet like this and it's at night time, that looks fantastic and it welcomes you to the car. So number 10 is the LED lighting. So that's it for my likes of the 2016 Ford Mustang GT UK spec, and I hope you enjoyed the video. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and please consider subscribing to the channel. But until next time, thank you all very much for watching. Goodbye.